Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, right? We're 24 hours away from a must-win game. Must-win game for the Eagles once again. We're facing the Dallas Cowboys, round two. There's number two. Um, it's gonna be an exciting game. I'm gonna get into. I'm pretty sure there's about a gazillion videos out there, plus your analysts in your sports networks talking. Oh, what are the keys to victory? What did the Eagles have to do in order to win? Well, I'm gonna repeat some of them. Most of them you already know, but I'm gonna talk about how I am sick and tired of all this trash talk. I'm also gonna talk about what we got to do, and we'll go from there. So, just little key points, real quick. So, Camus Grugier, whatever your middle name is, Camus Hill, okay, Mr. Hill. I'm talking to you right now, Mr. Hill. The chances of you watching this video are like slim to none. But I'm just gonna get my thoughts to you out there real quick. You need to stop talking, okay? First of all, shut your mouth. The team is 6-6. It is not 10-2. It is not 11-1. It's not leading anything right now. The only thing it's leading is giving me headaches when I hear players like you talking trash about the Cowboys, talking about how they're always choke. Now, in the last 25 years, I understand where you're making that argument from. But you're in no position to be making that argument. I understand that it's Cowboys hate week. I understand we're going up against what we may consider the biggest rivals of the division, because honestly, everybody hates the Cowboys. Everybody hates the Cowboys. Only Cowboys fans love the Cowboys. Okay? The majority of everybody else in the entire planet probably hates the Cowboys. I mean, there's people that tell you, oh, what do you like the Cowboys? Well, I love their jerseys. Their jerseys are very beautiful. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, it's a very profitable organization. According to Forbes, it is the largest sports organization in the world. Bigger than my favorite Manchester United Devils. Fine. I don't care. We still hate you. So, that's fine. That's fine by me. Love their jerseys, love their colors. You're not America's team, okay? I get where you're coming from, Mr. Hill, but you need to shut your mouth. We are 6-6. We are in no position to be trash talking. Do the trash talking on the field. And what I mean by that, you tackle them, you put them on the ground, you make them suffer. Whatever it is you got to do, you conduct that deep penetration that they will never forget. Do the talking on the field, because right now you have no validity. Or not, I think validity, no, that's not the right term. You have no right to be trash talking the Dallas Cowboys, because they're ahead of you by one game. And one game can decide the whole season, right? You can understand that tomorrow, if the Eagles lose, you can much put a fork in us, because we, as a team and as a fan base, will not have to wait till next year. And that has been the Eagles' recurring theme for 50 years, until we won the Super Bowl last year. Okay? I honestly don't want to go back to that. I really don't. I really don't want to go, we're back to this freaking losing streak again. I really don't want to go back to that. Keep your mind focused. That's what Shannon Sharp always made a good point. It's always hard to repeat. And at this point, I'm not talking about going back to the Super Bowl. I am not talking about going to the Super Bowl. But they said teams that win the Super Bowl find it so hard to repeat because they have to overcome injuries. They have to overcome the distractions and all that. And honestly, this team this year reminds me of Rocky 3. Rocky 3, where he was distracted by the media, by all those commercials. You guys remember that? And then he faces Clubber Lang. He got Clubber Langed, as I like to say. He got Clubber Langed in the first fight. And basically, you know, yeah, and if you've seen the movie, you know what happens after that, right? Where are we right now? Hopefully where Golden Tate resembles Apollo Creed, or Josh Adams resembles Apollo Creed, and be like, you know what, let's get focused again and let's go win this thing together. I hope. And my freaking phone is ringing. Really? Oh, my Lanta. Yeah. Anyways, so my house phone's ringing. I really don't care. So I do apologize for the background noise. Anywho, back. I hope that Josh Adams resembles Apollo Creed and be like, let's go win this thing together. Because if you've seen the last 2 weeks, how the Eagles have played, they have resorted to the run game, especially in the second half against New York. They resorted to the run game. They found that balanced attack. You go to the Redskins game, they had that almost all game. Now, it's inexcusable. You go down twice, and you have a 4th and 1. You throw that interception, and you have a 4th and 1, and you decide to, and then I don't know what he just run it up when the Redskins are expecting the run up the gut. Should have called something else. So, honestly, we could have scored maybe 40 points in that game. And that was still when Colt McCoy was still playing. So don't give me this nonsense. Well, Mark Sanchez came in. You guys beat Mark Sanchez. Well, let's see. So we're not supposed to win because, we're not supposed to call it a win because we played against Mark Sanchez. Interesting. That's very interesting. I thought you're supposed to win in the NFL regardless of who you're playing. So that makes no sense to me. But before you start making that stupid argument, let me remind you that the Philadelphia Eagles, with that practice squad secondary and their questionable defense, has held two offenses to less than 100 yards in their second halves. Now you can say, well, it's Eli Manning. Eli Manning just beat the Bears. Eli Manning just beat the Bears. And everybody was raving about how great their defense is coming out with Khalil Mack and all those guys. All right. So you mean to tell me that I don't know where they rank our defense, but that solid defense, I'll give it to them as a solid defense with Khalil Mack and so got beaten by Eli Manning and couldn't beat us, who first of all, we were down 19 points. And somehow that practice squad secondary held Odell Beckham Jr. I forget who their freaking tight end is, but and they have good receivers on that core. And then you go to the Redskins, and unfortunately their calling card was not offense, but their defense, who was considered top 10, got beaten. What are we supposed to do? What am I trying to say with these two instances? What I'm trying to say is that this is a different Eagles team than it was a month ago. Yes, we got Golden Tate, who was not integrated well in the offense. Then you got those stupid comments by Mike Rowe. I don't know how to integrate him into my offense yet. Well, that's why you got to go by the end of the season, by the way. But that's a topic when the off season comes. Mr. I don't know how to integrate him into my offense. Well, anyways, yeah, he got to go. But now the integration of Golden Tate, especially in that Redskins game, you saw how effective it was. You saw how effective Corey Clement can be. And I know some of you call him overrated, but the only reason you call him overrated is because he wasn't utilized correctly. Corey Clement is it's a pass catch running back. Okay. So that means you got to throw it at him and then he'll create the yards. You don't run him up the middle. You don't toss it to him on a screen run, whatever. You don't do that. You toss it to him and he'll run, and that's how it works. And now you got the integration again of Darren Sproles, who had a pretty good game on his first game back, given that all of us were telling him to stick a fork in him, and he's done. That's myself included. But this is a different Eagles team. This is a different Eagles team that has found their balance on the attack. Has it been perfect? No, but the sparks are there. The sparks are there. Now the tape is there. Now Doug Peterson and Mike Rowe can be like, okay, this is what's been working. They're trying to integrate more pieces, and hopefully they can. Hopefully they can, because this Dallas defense is no joke. This Dallas defense has been playing solid. Okay, you held New Orleans. They held New Orleans to 10 points, I believe, in that game where they beat New Orleans. So to holding Drew Brees to 10 points, you gotta give them credit where credit is due. But that's not my problem with the Cowboys and these analysts and this game coming up. Here's my issue. Their leader, and I mean, I know it's not Cowboys Nation, this is not your leader, but he considers himself to be your leader as far as in the sports analyst world, is Mr. Skip Bayless. Okay? Mr. Skip Bayless threw his jersey in the trash after you guys lost in that game against Tennessee. You throw your jersey in the trash. Now, I put a trash bag on my head and say how we're garbage a couple of weeks ago too. But that was not me quitting on my team. That's me talking about how we're so trash because we're not doing the things we're supposed to do. And that was after our loss against New Orleans. Pretty much. That was after I was because we were supposed to throw the one game, Doug, Mr. Doug Peterson, when you were supposed to throw the ball 100 gazillion times, you decide not to do so. And honestly, I don't know what kind of game plan you provided because our offense wasn't even there. Okay? So, but I was calling out my team. I wasn't quitting on my team. You know, I was like, we're trash, man. I'm like, I don't know, the season's probably over. If we lose against New York, it's over. And then I actually did say season over in that game against New York because we were down 19-3. And you can ask me, like, why are you supporting your Eagles now? I mean, you got to understand, when you have seen what you've seen for 11, at that point, 11 straight weeks, and you're down 19-3, based on the data shown, I was expecting that season to be over that day. And I'm glad they proved me wrong. I am glad they proved me wrong because they resorted to their winning. In that second half, they resorted to the winning formula that got them to where they got them last year. And you know what? I was glad that they proved me wrong. I had never been so happy to be proven wrong in my life this year. Actually, this year. Never been so proud to be proven wrong that my Eagles somehow said, you know what? Enough is enough. We're going to come back and win. And you can criticize me all you want for saying that I gave up on my Eagles. Honestly, I couldn't see a winning strategy given what they were doing in that first half and what they've been doing all year. But we are where we are. So, Mr. Skip Bags, you threw your jersey in the trash. You go on the following morning on national television and you say you give up on Dak Prescott. So you throw your jersey into the trash and you give up on your quarterback. And now 4 games later, not only are you supporting that? You're saying you're going to win it's on an automatic that you're going to win the NFC East? What is that about? I'm still here. I took the trash bag off my head. I'm repping my colors. But am I saying we're even going to win the NFC East? No, my thought process, look, we got to beat the Cowboys, and then we still got to probably win 2 more games. Either we're going to lose against, we're going to lose one of those next 3, or we may lose all 4. You know what I mean? Depending on what happens tomorrow. This is just based on what the schedule and how the other teams have been doing. The Redskins, honestly, at this point, stick a fork in them. They're done. But that week 17 game may prove to be necessary too. But we'll get there when we get there, right? But it has to start tomorrow. The Eagles have to show up tomorrow. They have to beat Dallas. Okay? But, Skip, why are you talking? You threw your jersey away in the trash. You lost all credibility, in my opinion. And then you got Chris Carter talking about, well, they haven't shown me enough yet. They haven't shown me enough yet. Just look at the last 3 quarters, the second halves of those last 2 games, and they'll show you how this team has shows sparks, especially in the Redskins game. Screw the second half of the Redskins game. What did the Eagles do in the first quarter of the Redskins game? They go down the field and they scored a touchdown. Something they have been struggling or have not done at all this season. At all this season. On their opening drive. At all. And you're sitting there telling me I haven't shown you enough? Come on, man. It's the same crap I heard last year from freaking Nick Wright. Well, I don't know who they beat. This has been an easy schedule. I think the only test has been the Rams. They go to the Rams and they beat the Rams. And not only that, they do it with their backup quarterback with Nick Foles. Well, I get came only for like the last 10 minutes of the game, but completed a key 3rd and 8 conversion. A key 3rd and first pass, boom, shoom to Alshon Jeffrey, first down. And then he goes on to the next week and scores 3 to 4 touchdowns against the Giants. Oh, they still haven't shown me enough. And somehow loses against the Raiders. Oh, well, this is what I'm talking about. You know, it's like these analysts are like bipolar or something. You know, they go from one week to the next. I don't know. Oh, they're tough. And the next week, I don't know anymore. Oh, they're really tough. And Skip Bayless, oh, I'm gonna throw my jersey in the trash. And then he beats the Eagles and he takes the jersey out of the trash can. Come on, man. And I get it. That's what you guys got to do. But this is why you all piss me off. This is why, you know what? I haven't listened too much of sports media this week because of that. Because it's been freaking annoying. Especially like all these closet Cowboys fans that are coming out. And yeah, I can't say. And Good Morning Football too. Kay Adams Kay Adams and that's another one too, man. That's another one that's always doubting the wrong people at the wrong time. But whatever, right? We are where we are. We got to do what we got to do. So what do we got to do? We got to go into Dallas and we got to win. We got to win. And now my other issue has been the trash talk amongst the fan bases all week long, especially the Cowboys. Some of my Eagles peers also are to be held accountable. You guys are talking about repeat. This is what I told a majority of you guys. Don't talk about repeat. Take it one game at a time. Because you don't know what's going to happen throughout the season. And then when you start getting disappointed, you're going to start saying stupid things like, oh, we need to sit Carson Wentz down and put in Nick Foles. Oh, we need to fire Doug Peterson. Man, shut up. Shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. And then, oh, we're going to repeat and we're going to, and this week is like amplified. Oh, we won 2 straight games. We're going to go into Dallas and for sure we're going to give them a kick in the buns. Really? Really? You think it's going to be that easy? Go into Dallas and just go kick him in the butt. It's not going to be. This is a divisional rivalry game. That's what first don't understand, that it's a divisional rivalry game. Records go out the window. Everything that has worked goes out the window because this is a game where the teams know each other too well, where it really comes down to a simple, stupid mistake that one of the team makes and that decides the game. So you all ignorant Eagles fans out there that think that it's going to be easy, we're going to go in there and just pound the Cowboys. It's never like that. Even last year when we beat them 37-9, we were struggling in that fourth quarter. And then we took off, right? But we'll see this is not the Cowboys from last year. Okay, these Cowboys have found something on their defense. They're going to bring it. Okay? Because their season's on the line too. And they know it. They know it. I mean, they know it too, that if they split the season, they're still going to have to work. They're still going to have to do some work. And we'll just be alive for one more week. Because then we got to hope that somebody else still beats the Cowboys. And hopefully for me it's the Colts, but we'll see. And then we got to go to LA. And then we got to play the Texans at home. And then we got to go to Washington. Oh, but it's okay. We're just going to beat the Cowboys. Give me some content. How are you going to beat the Cowboys, Eagles fans? How are you going to do it? You guys all talk about how it's going to be so damn easy, but all you say is going to be so damn easy. Where is the content? Now, there's other people out there that actually give you the content, right? You got to establish the run. Start off in a fast pace. Use Josh Adams north to south. Use Corey Clement on the screen passes and let him run. Use Golden Tate on the outside and on the slot throws. But no, you don't hear all that. Especially where I'm reading. Oh, I want to keep the faith. We're all keeping the faith. We're all keeping. Where's the evidence? You sound like Cowboys fans. Oh, we got Dak Prescott. That's all we need. Dick and Dak, really? We beat the Saints. Oh, whoop-de-doo. That's the only impressive win you had all year. Other than that, pretty much, our schedules mirror each other. And you talk about how you already call yourselves contenders? This is the one thing I hate about Dallas fans. They're calling themselves contenders. You're really a contender. You're calling yourself a contender. We are one game behind the Dallas Cowboys. We play like crap all year. We're one game behind the Dallas Cowboys with a shot to take over the division on tomorrow, and you call yourself contenders. Excuse me, contenders. Really? That's why I can't stand Dallas fans. They're delusional. Majority, 95% of them are delusional. They talk like there's some big, grand fan base who, honestly, most of their daddies are the ones that actually enjoyed what their team could have done. 1993, last time they won a Super Bowl. It's been 25 years since you guys won a title. You only won 2 playoff games in 25 years. And you talk about how you're all this big, bad, freaking Cowboys nation that everybody's afraid of. Who the hell is afraid of the Dallas Cowboys? Honestly. I'm not afraid of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm saying you better take them seriously tomorrow. There's a difference. And the reason why you got to take them seriously tomorrow is because we've been playing like crap all year. And if you want any hopes to stay in this playoff race, you got to take them seriously. But it's not because I'm afraid. Man, win, lose tomorrow. It is what it is. It's been decided. Tomorrow's been decided. Tomorrow has already been decided. We're just ready to meet it. Whether it's going to be a win or a loss, I'm just waiting to meet it. But contenders? Cowboys? Man, come on, man. Come on. You're 7-5, bro. You're in the worst division. Actually, second worst division. Well, no, it is the worst division in football because you're leading. You're leading. Your divisional leader is a 7-5 team. We're one game behind. And you want to talk about how you're contenders? Get the hell out of here, man. Skip Bayless over there. Oh, it's over tomorrow. He's right about that. If the Eagles lose, it's over tomorrow for the Eagles. But it ain't over if we win. That's a big if at this point. That's a big if at this point. Because I don't know what, like, some of these analysts are right. I don't know what team's going to show up tomorrow. Are we going to stick to the run? Are we going to stick to our winning formula? And we better start off with the run game. And we better spread the ball. Okay? I understand Zach Ertz is open. I understand Zach Ertz, but we're depending on this guy too much. Zach Ertz. I hope this season's not about breaking Zach Ertz's record, really, because that's what it looks like. But I get it. If he's open and it works, throw him the ball. I get it. But against this Cowboys defense, you got to spread the ball. And you got to run it straight at him. Don't run it on the screen. Run it straight at him. If the chance for a screen pass and a screen run is available, then do it. But run it at him. Keep him off the field. Win the time of possession. And you're going to win this football game. On the defensive side, come after Dak Prescott. Eliminate Ezekiel Elliott, which is going to be really hard because this rush defense of ours has been struggling for the past week. You had Adrian Peterson, run that 99-yard touchdown. But, they held it together because after that, they held them to basically 1 yard per carry because after they only had like 8 yards for the rest of the game. But also Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley ran over us. Ezekiel Elliott ran over this defense last time we played them. So they have to stop the run. They have to pressure Dak Prescott. And I don't know what Jim Schwartz is going to do. I don't know what Jim Schwartz is going to show up or has done this week. But we have to do these things if we want to keep our hopes alive to either to take the division, take the first place in the division, but more so to keep our hopes alive to make to the playoffs. Playoffs! Yeah, playoffs. And then we'll go from there because if this team makes the playoffs and this team keeps making the strides and the changes that have been necessary to revert that to that winning formula, we may have a different conversation next week. And if they use this formula and come down here to LA and beat the Rams, again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But my first and only concern is Eagles fans, please be smart and shut your mouths if you don't know what you're talking about. Dallas fans, stop being so delusional. The only impressive win you had was against the Saints. All right, that's it. And you're no contenders. You're a 7-5 team when we're breathing down your neck as of right now. Until tomorrow, until about 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where it's going to be decided if the Eagles are done for the 2018 season or they're still alive. And guess what? And then after that, we're going to be breathing down on your neck, but from above. Right now, we're from behind. From tomorrow, we're going to be from above, if it happens. But shut your mouths. You guys are no contenders, okay? Your sports analyst threw his jersey in the trash can. He gave up on your quarterback. I wish I would have recorded. I'm done with Dak Prescott. Oh, no, now Dak Prescott is great. Have you seen how Dak Prescott has been playing? Have you seen how we've been running the ball? Have you seen how Amari Cooper has played? And first of all, have you seen how that defense is? Without Sean Lee. So now, and Sean Lee wants to play tomorrow. I hope Sean Lee plays tomorrow. Because he's a man. I hope Sean Lee plays tomorrow. Because I hope they're dumb enough to put Sean Lee tomorrow instead of keeping Lane Vander Esch or however you say his damn name. I really can care less. But until tomorrow. But like I said, I'll reiterate this one more time. Eagles fans, Stop talking about how win or lose, I'm still a diehard Eagle. We all know you're an Eagles fan. Defend your team by saying, look, this is what we got to do to win. And this is why your Cowboys fans are delusional. Oh, but we have faith in our Eagles. Talk about the content. Talk about how what they've done the last 3 weeks that they haven't done all season. And I bet you your argument sounds better than, oh, I'm going to keep the faith. That's how you shut up Cowboys fans. That's how you shut up smart Cowboys fans. Unfortunately, those are like a needle in a haystack, right? Because you have to deal with all the other delusionals. Oh, well, we have 5 championships. Oh, we beat the Saints. We're now contenders. You guys beat butt fumble. Well, what are we supposed to do? We're not supposed to win? That's how you know when you're dealing with dumb fans. When they talk about how you beat butt fumble and somehow that victory wasn't even a necessary victory, or basically it's not impressive. A victory is a victory in the NFL, period. Okay? That's it. We had to do what we had to do. The Eagles did not game plan. I say we because I've been a fan for over 20 years, so I'm going to say we. We did not game plan for Mark Sanchez. We game plan for Colt McCoy. Is it our fault that Colt McCoy got hurt? No. We beat butt fumble. That's what the Eagles had to do to stay alive. That's what they did. And now they're going to have to come do something. They have to come and play their best game of the year tomorrow just to stay in this playoff race. That's it. And I'm going to leave it up here. All right? I got things to do today. Of course, I'm gonna look at see what other people are saying, just to just snoop around, get what everybody's thinking about tomorrow's game. But that's all I had to say today. All right, guys, this is me signing off. See you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming on Facebook Live. I am gonna probably miss the first quarter of the game, and then I'll see. Well, if I stream him, I'll stream my reactions and all that stuff. We'll see how it goes. But all right, see you guys tomorrow. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds.